Ladies, gentlemen, and wrestling fans alike, welcome to episode 17 of the Squash Match Wrestling Podcast. Episode 16 has not been uploaded as of the recording of this podcast. It is not my fault this time. I'm having some technical difficulties with Adobe Premiere and not exporting to my desktop for whatever reason. So I'm going to play around with that after we're done recording here, and then I'll produce this one. And I'll get that one up and running probably at the same time as this one. Last week was interesting. No predictions really or anything, but I just got a Windows update notification in the middle of the intro, but that'll stay there because I'm already like a minute and a half into it. I don't know if you could hear that or not during the podcast.
Nope.
I guess we'll go back and check it out. But anyway, we're going to go over our SummerSlam predictions for today. Biggest SummerSlam ever is this weekend. We're going to have a big celebration for it on Saturday. But before we get into our predictions for the day, Jet Li, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. I know SummerSlam's gonna be a big show. I'm glad it's not gonna be within this heat wave we're currently in because
Oh, yeah.
I'm currently dying in my room even with my AC on.
Yeah, me too. It is
Yeah,
supposed
but
to
other
rain on Thursday and Friday, but Saturday I think will be clear.
Let's hope.
Yeah, we've had enough of the rain and on these episodes, typically while recording, but regardless, I hate the rain. So anyway, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's dive right into this card. We'll start with night one, or what I think is night one anyway. I hope is night one because this is a pretty good card for the party that we're going to have. And kicking it off on the Facebook post of the graphic that I saw for the SummerSlam card was probably the match that I am most excited for. Pertains to somebody we have a rant about every single week on this podcast, and that is Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Now, last week we had some opinions about this match going into it, whether Sami would win, whether Karrion would win, and we've had a little bit of time to sit with it here. So how are you feeling about Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross going into it, now that we're 1 week later?
So like logically it should make sense for Karrion to win, especially leading up to this match where it seems like Karrion's kicking Sammy's ass every week. But somehow, I mean, I think a week has been enough to let this slide. Sammy Hogan somehow, like, Sammy's up, I guess, and doesn't feel the effect of it for the most part. So, honestly, I don't know how this match can go.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I think it could definitely go either way. That's kind of where we were sitting with it last week, too. We're like, oh, you know, he could win and this could happen. Sami could win and this could happen. But as for who I'm going to go with for actually winning the match, winning this feud, I guess you could say, for as much as I think it should be Karrion Kross, I think I've had too much hope for what WWE wants to do with Karrion Kross at this point. I think Sami Zayn is going to take this one, unfortunately, for as much as I don't think he needs the win over Karrion Kross. This feud has kind of been going forth just bringing up Karrion Kross. If anything, Sami Zayn was kind of already there. He was like the means to get Karrion Kross into the spotlight more and more recently. So I think regardless of how the match turns out, I think Karrion Kross kind of wins this. Just because now he's in the spotlight, he's up there. He's, I don't want to say main event ready, but he's like upper mid card kind of. That's where, my bad. That's kind of where Sami Zayn is like dancing around right now. And so my official prediction, I'm going to go with Sami Zayn. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did end up giving it to Karrion Kross. I'm not going to place any bets on it though, so. We all know what happened last time.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not taking bets this time around.
Yeah.
But since this is the third match in this feud, I think realistically, I think Karrion Kross has to win it, especially just leading up until this match. I mean, like I said, Karrion has been doing everything to destroy Sami, and as much as I think Sammy's gonna win, I want Karrion to win, but the issue also is, and I brought this up last episode, there's still no contract negotiation with Karrion Kross yet, so I don't know what happens at this point.
Yeah, and I'm kind of in that same boat where I'm like, yeah, I really want Karrion to win, and I think it would do so much more for him to win. But at the same time, I think he's already won in general just by being a part of this feud with somebody like Sami Zayn. But it's interesting that you bring up the contract situation because, like, if they don't plan to extend his contract, I don't see them letting him win here. So this could be kind of like a precursor to what's next for Karrion Kross, and what's next for Karrion Kross, I think, is probably TNA. If he doesn't get that contract extension, he'll go right back there or something like that, and I will become an avid weekly TNA watcher. But yeah, I hope he does get the contract again. I just bought my T-shirt with the WWE logo on it. Don't make me return my T-shirt, WWE exec who watches this. Please. I like it. It's cool. It's like one of those shirts that you could kind of like wear in public. Like, you know how some WWE shirts are like cringe? Like, you can't wear them anywhere but to a WWE show. I think of like mostly LA Knights shirts. I don't know who else has some bad shirts.
The Miz and his gigantic balls.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna wear my balls are massive out to the bar on a Friday night. I'd say John Cena shirts to an extent. Like, it's like it's like the Karrion Kross shirt. Like, I've had people come up to me and be like, "What is that?" Like at work or at family gatherings. Like, what is that? It looks cool. And I say, "Oh, it's Karrion Kross. He's a WWE wrestler. You should go check him out. He's the coolest thing on Monday Night Raw right now." But they won't extend his contract or let him win any matches. So.
I mean, he did win Monday.
He did. I don't care if it was by cheating or hitting him with a pipe or whatever it was. He got the 1, 2, 3, and I was happy about that.
Yeah, so I'm guessing we're split on this match.
We are kind of split, which is okay because at the end of the day, I agree with you. I want Karrion Kross to win so bad, but I've been so wrong about Karrion Kross in every one of these predictions that we've done that I have to go against him here. Like Money in the Bank being the worst one, didn't even get in the match, didn't even get in a qualifier for the match, and I have him winning Money in the Bank. But oh well. I'm just a hungry fan who really wants to see him succeed. One more thing about Karrion Kross too. Yeah, for real. One more thing about Karrion Kross before we move on, because we'll probably get back around to him at some point during the episode. We always do. We never lead off with Karrion Kross. But back to, like, he kind of wins this feud regardless. What I was saying. We mentioned this last week too. Do you think we'll get the Sami Zayn like heel turn during this match? Like, do you think Sami Zayn is gonna have to tap into that dark side that Karrion Kross is saying in order to get the win? Because this is SummerSlam. This isn't like a Monday Night Raw match where, it's like one haluva kick and he's done. Like, I mean, maybe that'll be the case at SummerSlam, but this is going to be like a fairly long 15-minute to 20-minute match, I feel. Like, this feud has been going on for, like, almost 12 to 8 months at this point. So it's like, it's got to culminate here. I think it's going to be a good match. It's going to be a long match. But do you think Sami Zayn is going to have to tap into that darker side in order to beat Karrion Kross?
My thing is, since I have Karrion winning, I don't think it will happen, like, quick. I think it's going to have, like, residual time. And I think I mentioned this in a previous podcast episode where a lot of feuds that Karrion was in, backstage-wise, he wins it. I mean, we look at Dominic Mysterio, we look at Shinsuke Nakamura, guys that have been involved with Karrion Kross. Like, I mean, I guess you could call it a prophecy, but, like, at the end of the day, Karrion Kross mentally wins almost all of his feuds, on screen or not.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I don't have as big of a problem with Karrion losing this match. Like I was saying, I think he wins anyway. He got on the SummerSlam card. Like, what? Like 4 months ago? Not even 4 months ago. Like 2 months ago, he wasn't even like in the ring doing anything. Now he's having matches at king and queen of the ring. He's winning matches on Monday Night Raw. I say matches, I mean match. He won a match on Monday Night Raw against his big rival and his big feud that he's in. Now he's on the SummerSlam card, biggest SummerSlam ever. I think no matter what happens, Karrion Kross wins this. The ultimate win for him would be to get that contract extension, but I guess we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I mean, time will only tell at this rate. I think you brought this up last week, where it's like the whole like Chad Gable situation again. I think hopefully it results in that, but yeah, I mean, just like as of recently, it just seems like a lot of talent is getting let go. So who knows?
Yeah, that is true. We had some big names going in the last round of cuts. Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Potentially The Rock. That was around that time where he said like, "Oh yeah, they don't want him to come back." Speaking of people that got cut, did you see the Travis Scott rumors of why he stopped, like participating with WWE?
Yeah, because he sucked.
Well, yeah, that was one of them. I saw something on Twitter, and I don't know how true this is, but it's hilarious, so I'm gonna bring it up. One of the reasons he cut ties with WWE was because they wouldn't let him, like, kill somebody in the ring, like for a storyline, like have them die, like kill off a character. Like Travis Scott.
I don't think we can kill off any more people.
No, like Travis Scott wants to kill somebody in the ring. I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think you know what I was getting at there. But yeah, that's so stupid. Like this guy, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I really hope that isn't true because if it is, that's kind of wild.
Yeah. Could just be Twitter stuff, but I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we went right from the Karrion Kross rant into a mini Travis Scott rant there. I'm already fuming. I'm ready to move on to our next match, if you are, unless you have anything more on Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn here.
Let's get into the next match.
All right, so next thing I have, and these are probably in no particular order. This was just the card in general. I have Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. We've kind of talked about this feud in past episodes. Who you got here? Women or WWE Women's Championship on the line at SummerSlam.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. Because of how much like the story changed and how we fantasy booked Naomi to cash in and win off Jade, I genuinely think Tiffany might retain.
Really?
Because I feel like in Tiffany's case, she hasn't really beaten anyone big in my eyes. I mean, granted, she beat Trish Stratus at Evolution, but I mean, Trish is so past her prime.
Yeah, it was very obvious Trish Stratus was not winning.
But it's like, and I feel like a win over Jade actually solidifies Tiffany's title reign.
I could see that. Because yeah, looking back on it, her title run wasn't amazing. I mean, it was okay. I think Tiffany Stratton needs a reboot. And here's where I get into my prediction a little bit. I think Jade's gonna win at SummerSlam. I think we'll have a new WWE Women's Champion. And I think this is where we get like the reversion of Tiffany Stratton back to her like heel NXT days. Because for most of her title run, going into WrestleMania, she was the babyface. And when she was Miss Money in the Bank, she was not a babyface. She was like full-blown heel, Nia Jax's partner. And I mean, sure, she turned on Nia Jax, but that's still heelish action. That's like a Sith turning on another Sith Lord. That's just like Sith code. So they could have just kept her
no idea
heel.
what the hell you just said.
It's like Star Wars, like the Sith. That's what the Sith do.
I'm not Star Wars guy.
You've never heard of the Rule of Two?
No.
No. Okay. Well, anyway, if you know, it would explain my what do you want to call it? My metaphor better. So there's two Sith. Every time there's a Sith Lord, there's the Sith Lord and then there's his apprentice. And the Rule of Two is that these two rule together or whatever. But eventually, the apprentice comes up on the Sith Lord, and he kills him. And now he's the new one. And then he goes and finds a new apprentice. So Tiffany Stratton, being the apprentice there, kills off Nia Jax, becomes the women's champion, and then I mean she doesn't have to have a new apprentice or anything, but I think if you knew what I was talking about, it would make a little bit more sense. What I was trying to say was, I just punched my microphone. Tiffany Stratton did not have to turn babyface after she turned on Nia Jax. She could have just turned on Nia Jax to break away from her and stay a heel. I think her title run would have been a lot better if she was a heel. I think she's going to lose here to Jade Cargill, and then we're going to get heel Tiffany Stratton once again.
I'm still lost in your analogy, but I'm going to move on from it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like you could have easily explained it with, like, the bloodline, but it is what it is.
I probably could have. Let me see if I can think. It's like Solo. I could have explained it with the bloodline. Holy shit. Solo turns on Roman, gets his new apprentice in Jacob Fatu, and now they're going at it.
There we go. Now I get
Jacob
it.
Fatu's a babyface now, so it kind of works. It's like that situation, that kind of thing. If you were a Star Wars fan, if you know, you know, I guess.
I'm not much of a sci-fi guy.
I'm not really anymore, like Star Wars anyway. Like, I mean, I like the old movies and the prequels. The new movies were okay, but like I'm not watching every single TV show that comes out there or Disney Plus special or whatever for Star Wars. Like, it's too much. Same thing happened to Marvel for me. I was a big Marvel fan. The post Endgame, there was just too much stuff. I do want to see Fantastic Four though.
I heard that was really good.
I heard it was really good too. But anyway, Jade Cargill, Tiffany Stratton. Is there anything more we really want to say here? Because we've kind of talked about this feud in episodes prior, and it was kind of just like my pick is locked in. It's the same thing. Although back then Naomi was Miss Money in the Bank, blah blah blah. She goes on, cashes in on Jade Cargill. I don't know. Not much has really changed for me there. Sure, Naomi's now a champion over on Raw, but I don't know. I still have Jade winning.
Yeah, I kind of flipped my decision on this because of how the tides changed.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. So we're like 2 for 2 with disagreeing on this episode. This is a new one so far. We're gonna have a fun time on Saturday.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
are.
is there anything more on Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill before we move on here?
You sure you don't want to place a bet this week?
We'll see how much money's in my wallet. I don't have any cash on me right now. I might have like $2.
I can do with $2.
Maybe I'll put $2 on it. Certainly not as much as last time.
$1 for each night.
Yeah. Something like that. Something small. I can't afford to lose $900. Not that I ever gave that money out. I never will. Anyway, though, let's move on to this match, honestly, which I'm surprised did not wind up being the main event of the show. Not because I think it deserves to be, but because Roman Reigns is in the match. That being Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. We had a disgusting attack on Roman Reigns and Jey Uso last night on Monday Night Raw, or 2 nights ago, rather. I watched it last night because I was busy Monday night. That's why today feels like Tuesday to me. But, yeah. What do you think going into this match? Because this, I feel, is very, very up in the air right now.
I got Roman and Jay winning. The only reason is you can't just steal a man's shoes on live TV and not suffer the consequences of it. Like, come on. Like, I get that they were spiz like Jordans, but, like, you don't just rob a man of his shoes on live TV.
Yeah, that was a diabolical robbery from Bronson Reed. His most heelish move so far of this new run. I think anyway. That was a highway robbery from Bronson Reed there. But I'm gonna
100%.
go the other way. Once again, we are 3 for 3 on disagreeing here. I actually have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed winning this match. And here's why. It's all because of that attack last night. because I know what's going to happen. They're not going to appear on SmackDown or anything. They're not going to come out until they're both walking down the ramp at SummerSlam. And Jey Uso is going to come out with one of these wrapped around him. He's going to come out with his classic rib tape there. Maybe Roman will have it on too, because that's what Triple H likes to do. He likes to nerf his baby faces to give them an excuse to take a loss like this instead of just giving Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker the win. Double spear through the barricade. Come on, he's gonna come out with something like that. But like Triple H will not let his baby faces lose unless they're injured or like something stupid happens to them the night before. So for that reason, I think Jey Uso is going to be taking a pin here.
Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly, this match could go either way. I don't mind either of the teams winning. It's just, I feel like you could probably build off of a victory over with Roman and Jay than you could with B&B Security.
Yeah. Where do you think Roman and Jay go next if they win?
I don't think this is going to be the last of this feud. I could see B&B Security seeking out vengeance and trying to attack them both. Just so we could build it up more until Seth obviously comes back. I think there's rumors that a draft is happening after SummerSlam. So if that is the case, I think I mentioned this last episode, there's rumors that Jimmy is going to be on Raw moving forward. We could see the OG Bloodline reunite to take on what we're basically calling the Vision at this point, because this faction still doesn't have an official name.
Yeah. And I agree with the whole this feud is going to continue. Like, I feel like right now there's really nothing else for Roman Reigns to be doing, and it's really setting up Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. I was surprised, honestly. Here's what I thought was going to happen on Raw. I thought that when Braun was like, I have a plan, I thought his plan was take out Jey Uso so he gets a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns. That's what I would have liked to see. And that's definitely coming in the future at some point, but not just yet. And that's why I think that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are going to win. I think they're going to do something in this match to screw Roman out of winning. They're going to pin Jey Uso, and now all of a sudden we have Roman is still pissed because, oh, we got screwed over, blah, 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 whatever. And now we get Braun Breaker versus Roman Reigns. It's like stalling until Seth Rollins comes back.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this was said on Monday. I don't remember if I got it correctly, but I think leadership has shifted to Braun Breaker now since Seth is gone. What I could legitimately see if Roman and Jay were to lose, I could see the introduction of a fourth member to screw them.
I was gonna say that. Too. I was thinking that last night during that segment, the backstage segment. I mean, because they mentioned Plan B a while ago. Which did Plan B just turn out to be they go out and they attack them, or did we ever get did we get an actual answer to what Plan B was?
I don't think we've gotten Plan B. We genuinely might see Plan B at SummerSlam.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking during that backstage segment, because it kind of reminded me when he was like, oh, I have a plan, don't you worry. I was like, is this Plan B? But I don't think that was Plan B. Plan B. This would be the perfect time to introduce that fourth member, which I guess we'll have to get back on the drawing board with that one. More time has passed. Maybe Ilya Dragunov's there.
So hear me out, because this is kind of crazy since a Plan B was mentioned. Possible fantasy booking that could happen. Plan B, from my understanding, involving Roman, was Seth Rollins turning on Roman and the Shield. That was the initial Plan B. What if this Plan B is just Jay turning on Roman to join the group?
You know, Jey Uso last night, I was looking at him while they were like leaving the ring. I thought that for a split second. that he might turn on Roman. It looked a little.
I would pay so much money for a heel Jey Uso right now.
Yeah, like if you go back and watch it, it's like when they're like getting ready to leave the ring, it's like he's like looking at Roman weird, and he like rolls out of the ring after him, and he's like walking behind him, and it's like it's a little odd. It's a little odd. Plus that promo we had with Paul Heyman at the start of the show, gaslighting Jey Uso. I was thinking the same thing.
I mean,
Could be
granted, it's
interesting.
just fancy booking, but
Yeah,
it is a possibility, and I feel like that's probably going to be the most possible of outcomes I could see coming from this match.
yeah, and it's something new for Jey Uso to do too.
Yeah,
He could switch to no yeet, then have Jimmy come over. Jimmy come over. He'll be the yeet man, and then maybe,
Oh.
just maybe, we'll get our rematch: Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso, and it'll actually be good next time.
I mean, we can only hope.
Yeah, anything would be better than the last one that they did. Hey,
Super kick.
Yeah, Jimmy's kind of looked into he's upgraded his moveset a little bit since then. Just like corkscrews and shit off the top rope now.
Yeah,
They look a little awkward, but you know what? I give Jimmy Uso credit. He took the UF4 moves to heart.
literally.
Yeah. So guess we'll see what has to or I guess we'll see what happens with that one. Is there anything more on Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed before we move on here to our next match?
Get into the next match.
Alrighty. Next up, we have the match that we teased earlier in the show. May not be happening because a certain someone is stuck in Scotland right now. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. This one, just another little celebrity appearance match, I think, in terms of predictions go. If this match is going to happen, even at this point, I think this is an easy one. I think Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are just going to please the crowd. I think it'll be fun. Last time we had a celebrity appearance, it was. Thinking back to, I forgot his name. He's been gone so long. Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee and Gunther. Where is Pat? He's been gone for so long.
I don't think he's going to be back for a while, especially with the NFL starting soon.
Yeah, that's true. I saw something that was like a mental health thing. He was just like,
I mean, that too. I mean, the amount of traveling that he basically does between football and WWE must be insane.
Yeah, he kind of.
I think he was covering the NBA Finals too. Like,
Yeah, he kind of said he was just like burnt out. I think it was on the Pat McAfee show. He said he'd be back, but not at the moment. I think he said it was around Money in the Bank. He realized he was like starting to get burnt out. I'll say though, Corey Graves is still awesome. Forgot how good Corey Graves was. Corey Graves is like fighting for his job right now. He was like, "This is it." You know, it's show up time for Corey Graves.
I think a lot of people are fighting for their jobs right now. So,
Yeah, me included to an extent. But that's not a podcast topic. Anyway, yeah, this is an easy one. The first one we're actually agreeing on for the show here today. So, what do you expect from Jelly Roll? Anything crazy in this match?
oh, he's gonna pull out a 450 splash. I mean, this dude's gonna go mental.
Yeah,
Nah, but
Prime
I
AJ
do
style. So did Jelly Roll.
I do expect Randy to like carry a majority of this match. I do think Jelly Roll will get the pin, just for a good little pop for him. I think he'll do great in the ring. From what we've been seeing from him recently, he's a great seller. So just depending on what his moveset is, I think it could be a really awesome match. The only thing that's gonna suck is if McIntyre isn't there, are we gonna get a replacement or is this match gonna get called off?
That's tough. Maybe it'll just be Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul with Randy Orton in the corner. Because Saturday night's main event, or was it Saturday night's main event? It was, yeah, it was Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre with Jelly Roll in the corner. So maybe we could kind of like the reverse of that.
I saw like potential like replacements for Drew McIntyre if he wasn't able to get to the States in time for SummerSlam. And a big name that I've been seeing pop up was The Miz.
I could see that. He is back. Came back on SmackDown. Got his ass beat.
And the thing is, like, I feel like this match, because there's a celebrity involved, I feel like it fits a lot better for The Miz than it would for Drew McIntyre. And especially since, I mean, I feel like The Miz makes the most sense. You have The Miz and Logan Paul, who I believe did team up at one point when Logan Paul was first
Yeah.
starting in the company. So they do have a good connection, good chemistry there, and they're both Ohio boys. They're gonna get booed in New York, New Jersey, excuse me. I keep forgetting because we have damn New York teams that play in jerseys, which still doesn't make sense. But yeah, at the end of the day, this match won't steal like the entire weekend, but it's gonna be like a good like refresher.
Yeah, this match is like a reason for people who don't watch WWE to be like, oh, Jelly Roll's there. I don't know. I don't.
I
Really listen to Jelly
also,
Roll that much.
I'm not. I was gonna say I'm not really a Jelly Roll listener, so I'm really one. So, is he gonna like come out to his own music? Is he gonna get Def Rebelled?
He came out to Toby Keith on Raw.
I'm not a country listener, so I genuinely couldn't tell you who it was.
Yeah, he came out to Who's Your Daddy, Toby Keith. I think it was.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, it was funny. I was confused though. I was like, why doesn't like Bad Bunny comes out to his own music? So
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what the thing was there. It's not like they couldn't get the rights to Jelly Roll's music. They have Jelly Roll on the SummerSlam card, but I just need my fucking fuck. Just need the corner of my little post here that holds my desk up. Ow.
I saw the camera shake.
Yeah, the whole desk just shook. I gotta sit still. That's my problem. I can't sit still. Anyway though, is there anything more on Jelly Roll and Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul, if that's even the team at this point before we move on?
Move on.
All right. So, a match that I actually care a little bit about more. If we go back to WrestleMania, we would not be feeling this way about this match. But we have the Women's Tag Team Championships. I'm actually kind of interested in this match finally. They've got the Women's Tag Team division going just a little bit more than it was before. We have maybe 3 or 4 tag teams now instead of 1. So that's something to look forward to. I actually care about this division more than I care about the Raw men's division. So that's something to be said about Raw tag division once again. But anyway, we have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Who you got here?
So last week I had a fancy booking between Judgment Day members. This also will play a part in a potential what I think split. I think Alexa and Charlotte will win.
I'm in agreement. Why do you think this will lead to a split?
I don't want to spoil the other match. Let's just say I think we're gonna see someone turn on another person that will lead to another turn.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that this one happens first. This one's definitely on Saturday.
Yeah.
I agree though. I think there's no way Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss lose a title match twice, especially at SummerSlam. I think there's more women's tag teams over on SmackDown than there are on Raw anyway, and the tag teams kind of go back and forth regardless, so like who cares where they are. Yeah, I'm gonna go Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for this one.
And I will say, we did see a little bit of tension on Monday backstage within Judgment Day, so
Roxanne likes video games. Roxanne likes video games.
Yeah, if my fancy booking comes out the way I expect it to be, this is going to be the first of the implosion.
Mm-hmm. I agree, because this was going back to like WrestleMania episode. We've kind of been predicting the implosion of Judgment Day to happen at SummerSlam one way or another. How we got to that is probably a little bit different now than it was due to Liv Morgan's injuries and the inclusion of Roxanne Perez and all this other stuff going on. So yeah, I think we're still going to get that here. I don't think Liv will come back until Sunday, though. I think she'll come back for Dom.
Yeah.
Not to get too ahead of ourselves here, but we'll save that for when we get there. We'll come back to this one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so we finally in agreement on another one. There we go. New
Yeah, I will say the team of Alexa and Charlotte is like really growing on me.
Yeah, it is. This is like another. I want to say it's almost like Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill in the fact that like, or in the sense that they're kind of like a super team. Like who's gonna beat these two? But they have a different dynamic. You know, I like that. It took Alexa Bliss to finally make Charlotte Flair likable.
Yeah, I mean, how could you hate Alexa Bliss? Like, come on.
Yeah. This is a good team. I like them. Interesting. Finally, something to do with those women's tag titles. I think they'll be fine with them, unless they keep going after Secret Hervis over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But like, pull up some NXT teams. Do something. I'm sure you got to do most of it on Raw because Raw's a little longer than SmackDown, but we always get like a women's tag match anyway, regardless of who it is. Like it'll be some like stupid team like Michin and B-Fab versus like Natalia and Maxine Dupree, and it's like, who cares? Not me.
Yeah.
But when Alexa and Charlotte are on the screen, it's like, there you go. I like Charlotte Flair. I like Alexa Bliss. They're doing something interesting right now. And then down the road, that's when maybe at like WrestleMania or something. This is a long-term prediction here. WrestleMania, maybe we get Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair. Between now and then, they lose those titles. Charlotte Flair starts to blame Alexa Bliss for that. They go back to not being friends. We get a big feud for WrestleMania.
Totally be down for that.
Yeah, because that's where I thought they were kind of going when they started this feud. It was like, or not feud, but storyline rather. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte Flair again. That'll be cool. And then nope, they're friends now. So, or they're not friends, but they're partners.
Acquaintances.
Yeah, they are acquaintances that have matching T-shirts and pom poms and stuff like that. So,
The pom poms did it for me.
oh my god, the pom poms were great, especially when Charlotte had them. Like when Alexa had them, I was like, oh okay, that's cool. But then Charlotte came out with the pom poms, and I was like, oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Yep.
All right. Anything more on women's tag titles before we move on? I think we're at the main event now. I don't think we have any more matches. Yeah, we are. Okay. This is the big one, too. So I'm ready to move on if you are.
Let's do it.
All right. So, main event of night one, Gunther versus CM Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This feud has been really good so far. I liked the promo, I want to say last night on Raw, but it wasn't. It was on Monday. I like the promo, just kind of shutting Gunther up, Lil Broing Gunther, if you will. And I don't know, because at first I was kind of like set in stone on who I thought was going to win, but now it's a little more up in the air to me. Who do you have taking home the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of night one at SummerSlam?
The main event of night one, we will see a new heavyweight champion and Seth Rollins.
Ooh, okay. We talked a little bit about this last week too. You think Seth is faking this injury?
I mean, have you seen a man hate someone so much that they will literally do anything to stop another man from winning a world title? I mean,
true.
Seth has a full-on like vendetta to stop Punk at all costs, and I think it starts at SummerSlam. I do think though Punk will win the match, but Seth will leave as champion.
Okay. I'm like half in agreement with I'm like a third in agreement with your thing there. Because I think that Gunther's going to retain. at SummerSlam if, in fact, there is no cash in. And here's why. I think CM Punk will be on the verge of winning. I think Seth Rollins is, in fact, legitimately injured, and I don't think he'll be back so early as SummerSlam. But the dogs will be there. It's all going down on night one. They're going to do something to screw over CM Punk here. And Gunther will take advantage of that and walk out your World Heavyweight Champion. I think Gunther needs it. You know, we've been talking for so long now about we want Gunther to have this big, meaningful, long title run. And, like, to have Gunther win it back right after Money in the Bank just to lose it 2 months later, it's like Gunther is not a transitional champion. You can't do Gunther like that. I even said this a while ago. The only way Gunther loses this title, I think, realistically, this soon, would be a Money in the Bank cash-in. That was my original prediction, was Gunther loses the title at SummerSlam because of Money in the Bank prediction. So, or Money in the Bank prediction. Money in the Bank cash-in. So, I could see it if, in fact, Seth Rollins is healthy for it. I think they're going to get involved somehow, but I don't think Seth is ready just yet.
But here's the thing, and like everyone in this podcast knows it, I am a huge Gunther fan.
Oh, we know.
I love everything about Gunther.
Hates Jey Uso.
The issue, literally, the issue like I'm really having is there's nothing for Gunther to go off in my eyes after this match if he does win. Because genuinely, I don't know who else could even challenge Gunther if he does beat Punk. Realistically, there's already a story with Punk and Rollins anyway, and I feel like they were kind of starting to develop Rollins and Gunther. But, like, do you want to hedge your bets on a feud that could potentially, like, bomb, or go with the feud that is basically like years in the making?
That's true. But at the same time, I think Gunther versus Seth Rollins works better with Seth not being Mr. Money in the Bank. I mean, I guess if he's champion, sure, that makes sense. And Gunther's going after his title again, but then you have to save that for after Punk versus Rollins. Like, I think you have to do Punk versus Rollins first before you could come back to Gunther. And I also just think I would, for as much as I really want to see Punk and Rollins go at it for a title, I still don't think it needs it to feed families. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk didn't need it. It would have been cool, but, you know, I think you could do without for now, at least until you get closer to WrestleMania.
I mean, as of recently, Punk has had a history of screwing guys out of a world title. Drew McIntyre is the prime example. Why not have someone return the favor and let it be the guy that absolutely hates him to the point where, like, he genuinely might kill him on screen?
Yeah, Travis Scott style.
Travis Scott style. Yeah, no, but I think this is going to be a really good match. A lot could really happen in this match just because I feel like there's so many moving parts that had led up to this match. But at the end of the day, I think the storyline of having Seth cash in on Punk after winning it is going to absolutely, like, light a fire in Punk to the point where, like, we could probably see one of the most legendary rivalries of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it also sets up almost, I think, what's the word I'm trying to figure out here? Not hindsight, but it's almost like Seth going against his words on saying, like, he wasn't going to become the new bloodline. But if he wins and holds this title hostage, I think there could be a lot to have to, like, put into this.
Mm-hmm. Hypocrisy was the word,
Yep.
I think. Yeah, I can see it. I can't see it. This could go so many different ways, which is why I'm so excited for this match. Because like I said, at first I thought it was just like, okay, CM Punk's in the match, but like they can't screw over Gunther already like that. Gunther's not a transitional champion to me. But then we had the CM Punk getting involved, and we still have Seth Rollins with the briefcase. It all to me just depends on that Seth Rollins injury, because sure, it came out and they said it's a minor knee injury. Well, on TV they said it was a major injury. He's going to be out forever. But reports were saying it's a minor knee injury. He could be back sooner rather than later, which is awesome. And he competed at WrestleMania 40 with like a torn, what was it, meniscus or something, MCL. So Seth Rollins is used to that kind of thing. It's not completely torn now. I could see him coming out for just a quick cash in, taking the title, running away with it, setting up that feud. I guess we'll have to see. I'm still gonna go with Gunther. I'm so dedicated to this long title run. I want to see it.
Trust me, I want a long title run too. But you know me, I love a good long-term storyline that involves a champion. And I just realistically don't see how much further they could go with Gunther, as much as I love the guy.
Yeah, you are kind of right in that aspect. I'm not sure where to go next with Gunther. I mean, like Sami Zayn's there.
Please no.
I would say Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, but they're tied up with Seth Rollins, the guy we're saying could potentially cash in at SummerSlam. CM Punk, he's doing it now. Just retired Goldberg. Karrion Kross is there. Karrion Kross he's right around the corner. Karrion Kross, he's right there.
I'd like to see him challenge for the mid card first.
Yeah,
Let's give him some time to build.
He could totally beat Dominic Mysterio at this point. Holy shit. Which we will get to in just a few short moments. But before we do, is there anything more on Gunther versus CM Punk, potential Seth Rollins cash in, before we move on here to night 2?
Night 1 is looking good, but night 2 might steal the entire show.
Oh yeah, night 2 is stacked. There's 3 matches, that 4 even. Actually, looking at this whole thing, nah, you're right. These are all gonna be bangers. These are all gonna be straight bangers. There's no match I am looking forward to more than another one, maybe one, but we'll get to that when we get to it. We'll start with Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles, since we've already brought it up twice already throughout night 1. What are your predictions for Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles?
This is where the final implosion will happen. I have AJ Styles beating Dom, that result in Dom getting booted out of Judgment Day.
I also have AJ Styles beating Dominic Mysterio here, because one, like you said, Judgment Day implosion. It's coming. We've been saying it for months. It's going to happen at SummerSlam. Although I thought it was going to be Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio for that title. They would have imploded maybe a little bit earlier. But I think it's going to happen here, regardless of how it happens. And point number 2, AJ Styles has to walk into France with the title. Has to. 100%. There's no way he doesn't.
Oh, I totally agree with you. And here's how I could see Dom ultimately getting kicked out of Judgment Day. And honestly, we might even just see like the death of Judgment Day as a faction. They might go under a new name that I brought up in recent podcasts. So night 1, I believe Roxanne will cost Judgment Day to retain the titles. I could see some sort of like backstage shenanigan where she pretty much gets exiled by Finn, but that's just part of the plan in order for it to be like believable. So we go into night 2 with AJ and Dom. Roxanne comes out to the ring and tries to help Dominic, and then we also get Raquel to try and stop her, and then the rest of Judgment Day with Finn and JD come out and try to settle things and try to help Dom win. The issue here, they're gonna screw Dom out the title. They'll probably hit whatever finisher. I mean, Finn is probably gonna hit a coup de grace on Dom. And then AJ Styles will pick up the scraps, and a new faction on Raw will be formed.
I like it. I like it. Do you think Liv Morgan will be involved at all?
So initially, I did have Liv Morgan involved just because it is in Jersey. It's just, I feel like the seeds are already planted to the point where Liv doesn't even have to be involved anymore.
Okay. Because here's kind of what I was thinking. I think that Roxanne Perez, like you said, comes out to help Dom. She comes out, looks kind of like she's helping him. And then, how do I want to word this? Oh, I'm trying to think. It's like she kind of like is trying to help him, but then in the end ends up, or I skipped a step. Roxanne Perez comes out. Liv Morgan comes out too. She comes back, not from injury, but she's just back. She's here. It's in New Jersey. We can't have SummerSlam in New Jersey without Liv Morgan in one way or another. So they both come out. They're fighting a little bit on the side over Dominic. And then it comes to a point where Liv's trying to help. Roxanne Perez also looking like she's trying to help. And then inevitably, the rest of Judgment Day comes down to Roxanne Perez. Maybe he's in like a submission or something. He's trying to get to the ropes or something. She like pulls it back, turns on Dominic Mysterio. He loses, and then runs away with the rest of the Judgment Day. I think like you said, we're gonna get like a new faction, but I think Liv Morgan and Dom are gonna be the ones to get separated from Judgment Day. I think Roxanne Perez and or maybe it'd be different if. Or maybe it'd be better if it was Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez get themselves out of Judgment Day. And then maybe they could go by another name, something like that. I don't know. That got a little bit confusing. All my friggin' Judgment Day fantasy bookings always get so weird because there's so many people involved. I lose my train of thought. Either way, I think we're going to get moral of the story. Roxanne Perez is going to look like she's helping Dominic out. She's going to end up turning on him in a way that, like, I don't know. I kind of lost it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of lost it there. I don't know how I want to word it. It's so weird now. Because I can picture it. I'm picturing it.
You
in
want
my
me
head.
to add more on?
Yeah, because it's like a weird way that we could get Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez to kind of fight over Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio kind of doesn't accept Liv's help, turns on Liv to go with Roxanne, and then Roxanne like double backstabs Dominic Mysterio. So now he's screwed out of a title and screwed out of his girl in Liv Morgan. And it was all like a Finn Balor plot, and then Finn Balor and Roxanne run away. Was that better? Does that make more sense? That was kind of what I was trying to say. Okay. That got a little lost, I will admit.
But to add on to my fantasy booking,
Go
if
ahead.
Liv were to be at SummerSlam, and I mentioned this weeks ago, it's all an inside job. If Liv comes out, I think she'll also turn on Dom. And I said this with my wild fantasy booking when Liv went down and Roxanne was introduced. Prior to that, we saw Finn and Liv having a little discussion. I still think Roxanne was an inside plant between Finn and Liv in order to find a way to screw Dom out.
Yeah.
So, regardless, if Liv does come out, and there's already a SummerSlam theory with it anyway, because every time Dom gets a new girl around this time, they always turn on him, or he goes the other way around. I could see the roles get reversed here, and he's the one that gets turned on.
Yeah. Like the girl kind of turns on him this time. That's what I was attempting.
Let's rephrase that. Let's rephrase that real quick.
Yeah. That's what. Oh, wait. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I was attempting to kind of put together with words there. Judgment Day, regardless of what ends up happening, it'll be crazy. There'll be 50 people involved. But
Yeah.
at least we both know Dominic Mysterio is not walking out of SummerSlam as the champion. With that being said, is there anything more crazy Judgment Day shenanigans we want to talk about here? AJ Styles becoming the new champion before we move on.
Is a wild to add on that I also think that it's really going to be Dom and Raquel that get kicked out, because the reasoning for Raquel getting kicked out, not only is it because of Roxanne turning on Raquel, but also when Liv and Roxanne were on screen together, there was already tension between Liv and Raquel anyway.
Yeah, a little bit. And now it's like I can see
So,
why she'd be pissed. Like, oh, you're going off with Roxanne. She's getting
yeah.
like double backstabbed by her best friend and now her boyfriend, and I can see why she'd be
So,
pissed. She has plenty of reason
so
to be pissed.
yeah. So ultimately, I could see this new faction being JD, Finn, AJ, Liv, and Raquel, and we finally see the introduction. Jesus, I can't speak today. The introduction of Bullet Club Black.
There we go, because that was trademarked a number of weeks ago. I think we brought it up here on the podcast during that episode. Not sure exactly which one it was, but yeah, I could see it. That'd be cool. AJ Styles joining the faction that's been. They haven't really been addressing the AJ Styles shenanigans the rest of the Judgment Day. It's kind of just been.
It's just Dom.
It's kind of just been Dom. Going back to it, like the cake. There's no like AJ Styles clearly delivered that cake. JD and Finn were there. They had to have just let him put it down.
That's why I think it's already set up for Judgment Day to turn on Dominic.
Interesting. Okay. I guess we'll have to see where this.
Because how
this is a
else
crazy
would
one.
AJ know where the clubhouse is?
Yeah, that's true. The clubhouse is a secret location that nobody could ever find, except R-Truth.
I was gonna say, listen to R-Truth.
Ron Killings. We don't say that name around here. Anyway, this is a crazy one. We're gonna have to look back on this one next week and see where we are with the Judgment Day and AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio.
And both of us be like completely wrong, and Dom retains. And
Yeah,
Judgment
Dom
Day
just
is still
retains.
together.
Judgment Day storyline still going on. Blah blah blah. We're just stalling out for Liv to come back. But anyway, with that being said, let's move on to our next match before I have a brain aneurysm. I have Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu inside of a steel cage for the United States Championship. You look very excited about this match. I'm going to let you go first while I close my door over there. I can hear you.
So, we've been recently seeing. I don't know if you can still hear me or not.
I can.
Okay. So, we've been seeing a lot of shenanigans between Solo and Jacob, especially with a lot of pins. Solo getting pinned a lot ever since he's been champion. And I genuinely think it ends at SummerSlam. I think Solo's going to retain.
Okay. I want to agree. But here's the thing. It's like my original prediction for this feud was that it was going to be like, I think I had it was something along the lines of like the 3 matches that they've kind of had. I think they've had 2 up to this point. The one where Solo wins, and then now at SummerSlam. My original prediction was they have a match. Jacob wins the first one. He wins the second one, and then Solo wins at SummerSlam. It's kind of went backwards in that, where Solo beat him at Saturday night's main event. I think, yeah, Solo's kind of been, I don't want to say a weak champion, because it's like that's kind of his whole character, is he needs his bodyguards to kind of help him out with stuff like this. But Jacob Fatu, he's so hot right now, and it's inside of a steel cage, where I don't know if we're going to get much help from those guys. I think it'll be a good match. I think this will probably be like one of Solo's best performances of his career so far. But I don't know. Jacob Fatu's too hot. I have to go with Jacob Fatu winning here.
The only reason why I say Solo's going to retain, there is one wild card that is not with the group currently.
And that is
We're going to see the return of Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga. That's right. Tama Tonga is not here. We have infamous Tongaloa with no eye patch. But we do not have Tama Tonga. How will Tama Tonga get into the ring?
He'll zip line down from the top of the stadium.
It'll be like Mission Impossible. He'll just be like dropping down.
Well, I mean, you have to think about it. It's in MetLife Stadium. There's gonna have to have pillars like
That's true.
in the audience to actually hang up the steel cage.
That's true. Tama Tonga zip lining down. That's crazy. Also, I completely forgot about this, but they don't lock the doors in steel cages. You could just walk out the door.
Yeah, that was a thing that I think they changed.
They better
Probably
have.
going into the
'Cause
PG era, honestly.
That's so stupid. Like, they don't lock it. You could just walk out the door at any time. If Solo's gonna win, he's gonna just walk out the door.
Here's how I could see this unfold. If there is no like shenanigan, I could possibly see like Jacob like do like a Samoan drop onto like one of the sides of the cages where the cage collapses,
Oh.
but Solo's feet exits first for him to retain.
Yeah, that was kind of my main reasoning for picking Jacob to win here. Is I don't see Jacob Fatu taking a pin, like at all, from Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think that Jacob Fatu should win and just kind of move on to other things. I feel like the bloodline kind of has other stuff to get involved with. Like we have the big tag division now. Like if they want to kind of glow up and take over a meaningful division, why not take over the tag division? Especially if you're going to get Tama Tonga back. Infamous Tongaloa. Hikuleo and Solo Sikoa in the tag division. So we haven't seen much of, or Tala Tonga, I guess, at this point. There's going to be so many members to this faction, too. They're going to have like 6 people. Tala Tonga, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, Solo Sikoa. Did I say Tama Tonga already? Yeah, I did.
Mhm.
And JC Mateo, who is like the outlier name-wise with those guys.
Why not? It's finally technically Solo and JC are both the outliers
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like
because
Solo...
we have 3 actual brothers in the group.
Yeah,
And 2 others that are just there.
yeah. What is it called? The NFT, the new family tree?
I think it's MFT.
MFT? What's the M stand for?
Probably my.
My family tree. Because I don't know, I heard NFT and I just thought of like the stupid monkeys. Like those pictures that you sell online for like thousands of dollars.
Possibly.
That shit's so stupid.
But I think it is MFT.
It might be. I don't know. I have to put the subtitles on next time I watch SmackDown. I sat down in my chair and it like shrunk. I headbutted the microphone again. Sorry, people. I'm having lots of not technical difficulties this time, at least, just physical difficulties, I guess. Bumping the microphone, smashing my knee. I have a little welt on my knee right now. That's good.
This heat wave is getting to us.
Yeah, heat wave. Even though I'm inside of the air conditioning. I noticed the last couple of episodes you could just like hear the air conditioner the whole time. I thought it was like quiet,
Oh, really?
but it's not. I could like look at. I have like a little sound bar above us right here, looking at it, and it's like it's just going the whole time. you can clearly hear the air conditioner. It's fine though. It's not giving us any harmful commentary. Just some background noise. It's like music. I sleep with the air conditioner on. It's like ocean sounds.
White noise.
White noise. Air conditioner. I've seen people that... You know those like 10-hour sleep videos that people put on? Like 10 hours of rain, 10 hours of ocean, 10 hours of... I don't know.
Yeah, I can't
Minecraft
do
music.
that. Electricity with this economy is not it.
Yeah, I mean, I put a timer on it. It doesn't stay on all night. It shuts off after like an hour and a half. But I don't know. I saw one, and it was like 10 hours of air conditioner sounds. For
Just
people
get an
that
actual
don't-
air conditioner.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's like around Christmas time when people put the fireplace things on. We do that. We do that upstairs. It's kind of cringe, but it is no warmer with the TV air conditioner or TV fireplace.
What?
I said it is no warmer in the house with the TV fireplace.
TV air conditioner. Got it.
TV air conditioner. Yep, that's a thing. It is a thing. I've seen it. Look it up on YouTube. Anyway, though, anything more on the United States Championship before we move on here? You have Solo. I have Jacob Fatu. This is going to be an interesting PLE and an interesting review to come back to because someone's going to be a lot more wrong than the other one. Probably. Unless they're split down the middle. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens.
I think we're like majority like indifferent.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, Sami Zayn carrying Cross, Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill. That one we agreed. That one we agreed. That one we agreed. You had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, right? Yep, I think so.
Yeah.
Both have AJ Styles. We're like right down the middle right now. Kinda. This one is definitely going to be up in the air.
I was gonna say, let's
Because
pass
now
it
we
in
got
the air.
we got match of the night. I said there was one that I was looking forward to the most out of this entire weekend. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships are finally on a PLE. I swear to God, if this match was on SmackDown the night before, I was going to kill somebody Travis Scott style. TLC, the biggest TLC match of all time. There's like 15 people in this match or something. How many teams was it? Five
Six.
teams? 16. So we have 12 people in a TLC match at SummerSlam for the most electric tag division that I've ever seen in the WWE. This is crazy. I don't know who you got. I can't even give predictions for what I think is going to happen in this match because I know it's just going to be so balls to the walls crazy. There's going to be so much shit going on at all times. I don't even know how they're going to cover it all. They're going to need like an NFL red zone splitting across the screen to just cover every team doing different things at different times because it's going to be insane. I don't know how they're going to manage it. But in terms of who you think is walking out with the SmackDown tag titles, I said SmackDown tag titles, who you got here?
I'm torn between two teams right now. I will say we will have new champions.
I'm gonna agree with that. But who you got?
The first team I'm torn on is Fraxium.
Okay.
I think now with how much the titles have changed, I think it would be pretty awesome to see Fraxium do their thing with the tag team titles. However, who I believe is going to win this match screams Motor City Machine Guns.
It definitely does. However, I would like to see another team because I also think that this match screams one other team, and that is the hottest new team that we have here in the SmackDown Tag Division. I'm going with Rey Fenix and Andrade. They haven't really been pinned yet by anybody. They're undefeated on SmackDown, other than the title match, which was a DQ anyway. I don't think the Wyatt Six are going to retain here at all. I don't think they've been. The speed at which the Wyatt Six kind of functions doesn't fit well into this fast-paced, high-speed tag team division. They're just a little. They're like slow, creepy gimmick guys. That and in ring, I don't think like Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy. They're good, but they're not Andrade. They're not Rey Fenix. They're not the Street Profits. They're not Motor City Machine Guns. You know, like I just don't think. I don't think they compete with those guys on the same level. So I agree with you that we're gonna have new champions. But Rey Fenix and Andrade have been so hot. Same reasoning. I'm going with Jacob Fatu here. Go with what's hot. And to be fair, the whole division is. But I would like to see Rey Fenix and Andrade. And they don't even have to have a long run. You know, like just a moment at SummerSlam would be good. I want to go back to like the days of fast title changes with this tag division because they're all so competitive. You could make a case, like I don't disagree that this match screams Motor City Machine Guns. I wouldn't be surprised if they won. I wouldn't be surprised if the Street Profits retained. I wouldn't be surprised if the only way I'd be surprised is if the Wyatt Six retained. Any of these teams could take it, but I'd like to see Andrade get some kind of love. He's had nothing going on for so long, and finally he's got something. Give him a short little tag run. Tag champion run, I mean.
We'll say I saw a lot of tweets and rumors that a lot of people are behind an Andrade push at the moment, so it could honestly result to that. And honestly, with this match, there is no wrong winner. I think whoever wins this match is gonna benefit so much, and honestly, all these teams are gonna benefit so much from this match.
Yeah, just the match itself it is the show. I don't care who wins. I just want to see nuts to butts action throughout this entire thing. Maybe not literally nuts to butts action, but either way.
The genuinely. What time does night 2 start? 7?
I think it's at 6, honestly. Because it's a longer show too. There's like 6 matches on each card. Almost like WrestleMania. WrestleMania was 7, so they want it to be like WrestleMania.
If SummerSlam does start at 6 for both nights, this TLC match has to go on for like an hour.
Oh, it's gonna be like half an hour, 45 minutes long, no doubt. They did a half-hour match on SmackDown with no commercial breaks, and this they're trying to outdo that match. And the scary part is, I think they will. Like, this match is gonna be insane.
Oh, 100%.
This is gonna be the greatest TLC match of all time. I thought the last one was the greatest TLC match of all time. Now this one, holy shit, chaos.
Yeah, there's gonna be some big spots that happen, and genuinely, I could genuinely like see like Montez Ford do a frog splash off like a 20-foot ladder through like 2 tables.
I could see somebody do it off the like rafters thing. like I don't know what we're gonna get here. This is gonna be insane. Really looking forward to it though. This is like the match of the weekend. We've been looking forward to a SmackDown tag title match on a PLE for like months now at this point. So,
screw match of the weekend. This genuinely has potential to be match of the year.
Yeah, no doubt. The last one had potential to be match of the year. Like normally I'd be like, oh, they're doing a TLC match. Oh, they're doing another TLC match. Like it's like Hell in a Cell almost. You're like, oh, like, does it make the last one feel not special because we're doing like 2 right in a row? But no, not at all. I don't care. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be insane. This match warrants TLC match.
I'm so glad it's on SummerSlam too. If Nick Aldis announced that it was on Friday, I think he might have to like relocate.
There's no way. Yeah,
people are probably gonna dox him. People are probably gonna dox like all the WWE writers. Like, why is this on Friday instead of SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Everything about this division screams a big time PLE, and I'm so glad they're getting it now.
And it has for a long time. But either way, I don't care who wins. We're just excited to see what goes on here. It's gonna be insane.
Yep.
I wish it was on Saturday so we could all watch it, but oh well. I gotta be watching it regardless. Anyway, is there anything more on Match of the Year contender right here? Before we move on to our next match, I think we got 2 left. 2 big ones. 2 real big ones. No, 3. I lied. We got 3.
I'm good. Besides the fact that I'm so excited for this match.
Oh yeah. All right, let's move on to another match that we've been excited for a long time because we've gotten it a couple times already. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Arguably the most interesting title on Monday Night Raw right now. Who you got here?
I know previously that I said that this feud ends at SummerSlam. However, I am so on board with this feud going longer. I have Becky retaining.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Like,
pause for 1 second here. Hold your thought. I'm getting a text from my mother to lock the doors because there is a police helicopter flying over my house. So I don't know what that's all about. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Here's our technical difficulty of the week.
um, yeah, we should definitely keep this in.
Oh yeah, we will. Give me 2 seconds. All right, you there? Oh Jesus Christ!
El Grande Mysterio has taken over. Yeah.
Oh, oh, my headset's like dead here. There we go. All right. I don't know what that was all about, but the doors are locked now, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there, but that's fine. We're talking about Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. You may continue where you left off.
Genuinely, I think this has been like the best feud that's been going recently. I love the fact that Becky Lynch is like digging into the whole Becky Hogan thing, which is why I want her to win because it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this feud. Everything about it. We see it every week, thankfully. Unlike the Women's United States title, which has missed SummerSlam, has missed yet another PLE in a world where we have a PLE 3 times a month at this point. Literally had two in a weekend 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever it may be at this point. But yeah, I'm super excited for this match. I think Lyra Valkyria is probably going to take it here, just because this is a street fight, also by the way, which is going to be insane. But Lyra Valkyria's promo on Raw, where she was like, I'm gonna dig deep and go somewhere that I've never gone before. We're gonna get a new Lyra Valkyria here. The fact that she isn't allowed to compete for the title as long as Becky Lynch holds it after, or if she loses this match rather, I think just screams Lyra Valkyria is gonna take this one back. I think she's earned another title run at this point. Becky Lynch has done so much to elevate this title, and Lyra Valkyria has just done such a good job keeping up with her. I think we're going to get Lyra Valkyria, 2-time Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. Even if Becky does drop it to Lyra, Lyra can easily do so much with the title. And honestly, she could do a hell of a lot more now that she's going to be a 2-time champion, if that is the case. This is also another match where I won't be mad about the outcome of the match. I do, for some reason, expect Bayley to come out and interfere.
I hope she doesn't, but it's no rules. It's a street fight. Bayley's pissed off at everyone. I could see it too. I hope she doesn't.
Yeah.
I want another. I want another. What was it? Backlash, where they had their first match, or was it Money in the Bank? I think it was Backlash.
Backlash.
Yeah, that Backlash match was fantastic. I want something like that again.
And my thing too is like, recently in like the last few days, Bayley has made it clear that she's pissed off that she's not on the SummerSlam card.
Yeah, she did that.
So I genuinely could see her like interfere in this match just to be on SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think that's a definite. But the question is, who does she want to win? Is she going to help Becky, or is she going to help Lyra?
I feel like she's gonna be more inclined to help Lyra
Yeah, I kind of agree.
because because Bailey did mention it in their interview that she missed out on Mania. She is gonna miss out on SummerSlam, and the big X factor in it was Becky Lynch.
That's true. Although, fantasy booking time. Picture this: Bailey comes out to interfere in the match. She helps Becky Lynch win because she's sick and tired of Lyra getting all these opportunities. She knows Lyra can't compete for the title again if she loses. She helps Becky Lynch win, screws over Lyra Valkyria, and then goes on to face Becky Lynch at another time, where she wins, and then we get the feud Lyra Valkyria versus Bailey. Because right now I can't see it. I can't see like the title not being involved in this feud one way or another. Because who else on Raw is there to really compete for the Intercontinental title at the moment? I guess maybe you'll have Roxanne Perez, you'll have Raquel Rodriguez around on Solo's runs if everything goes the way we've kind of been saying it is going to, which it never does. But that could be interesting. Not saying that's going to happen, but that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is definitely one of the matches where like anything could possibly happen, especially since it is a street fight. I think it's gonna be a bang. Honestly, think this might be the dark horse match of the weekend. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, this was going to be good. Anything more on Women's Intercontinental Championship before we move on to another women's match that sounds like it's going to be fantastic?
Let's do it.
All right, we got Io Sky, we got Rhea Ripley, and we got the new Women's World Champion Naomi in a triple threat match here at SummerSlam. Definitely could have main evented if not for the big storylines that we already have in the main event. Probably the biggest storyline in pro wrestling right now in the main event of night two. Who you got? Because this one is kind of up in the air too, for me.
This is up in the air. Unfortunately, I do think we're gonna see a new champion, and I think that new champion's gonna be Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
And the real reason behind it is because of who's waiting at Clash in Paris.
Yeah. The announcement of Stephanie Vaquer facing whoever's next kind of throws a little monkey wrench into the predictions here because I really want to say that Naomi is going to win this just because she had a fantastic cash in, just came over to Monday Night Raw, is having the run of her lifetime right now with this new heel character. But at the same time, what does she have with Stephanie Vaquer? Not much. And that's where it comes into play where, like, I guess, I want to say, like, almost like the Liv Morgan injury kind of coming into play here. Like, Liv Morgan's not in the main event, really. They had to bring somebody else over onto Monday Night Raw, get Naomi over there. But, like, are they really going to waste a cash-in just to get Naomi on Raw? Like, I don't think they had to. And I don't want Naomi to be this, like, transitional champion. Like, she just won it. Hasn't even had a title defense yet. So, I don't know. I'm going to go with Naomi just for those reasons alone. But again, I think it's completely up in the air. I could see Io Sky winning. I could see Rhea Ripley winning. I want to see the rematch of Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer finally, where we get a conclusion to the match that isn't, oh, Chelsea Green's here. I love Chelsea Green, but why did Chelsea Green interfere in that match?
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but like, had Stephanie Vaquer fought for the title at SummerSlam, my my prediction definitely would have been different.
Yeah, and I feel like that had to have been the original plan.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, WWE is all about the big draws. their next show is in Paris, and the last time it was in Paris, it was one of their biggest draws that the company has ever had. And who draws like the same numbers as Stephanie Vaquer right now? It's Rhea Ripley.
That is true. That is true. So this one, very up in the air. Again, she's had so much going on with Io Sky. She's had so much going on with Rhea Ripley. I just don't want it to be over yet, the Naomi title run. I wanted to see more out of Naomi because, like, all she's been doing, like, since this new character has come out, she's kind of just been losing, which is what she was doing before anyway. So it's like, what was the whole point in making this new character if she was just going to lose anyway?
Yeah, like for me, it's like really tough to even consider Naomi to win this match. As much as I really want her to retain, because she just hasn't really had much of a run with the title yet. It's just, and I've mentioned this like probably weeks now, where it's like WWE has all these PLEs coming up, and what's really gonna bring them like to do more of these shows is who draws in the most fans. And I honestly don't think Naomi's on the same level as Rhea or even Io, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Guess we'll have to see. Because this one, again, up in the air. This one could go one of three ways. Literally could go to any three of these guys, or girls rather. I just don't want it to be over yet for Naomi. I feel bad for her.
Yeah, and like genuinely, like this is also another match where I wouldn't be mad at the outcome whoever leaves as champion.
Yeah,
it's just I feel like logically it's probably gonna be Rhea that walks out as champion.
Usually that's the case in matches like this. That's why I was surprised that WrestleMania she didn't win.
Hey, I had Io retaining at WrestleMania. That didn't affect me.
So I'm going to go against my judgment from WrestleMania, and I'm going to say Rhea Ripley doesn't win this match. That's another reason I'll go against it. So I have Naomi. You have Rhea Ripley. Another one we're torn on here. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Like I said, this is going to be an interesting review episode that we have next week following SummerSlam. So with that being said, anything more on this Women's World Championship match before we move on to the final match of SummerSlam weekend and arguably one of the biggest in professional wrestling right now?
Let's get to the main event.
All right, we got John Cena on his heel run. We've had some mixed emotions regarding Cody Rhodes on if he's going to turn heel. It's been a topic the last 2 episodes here on the podcast, but it's finally time to make the call of what we think is officially going to happen. The picks are in, as they would say at the NFL draft. Who do you have winning the WWE Championship at SummerSlam?
My prediction has not changed from last week or even the few weeks prior. I think we're going to see the rare double turn, and I think Cena retains as champion.
I think it's hard to say because now I'm having second thoughts on what I even want to say because this one, again, they're all so up in the air. This SummerSlam card is so good. Like it's been built so good. Like sure, predictable matches are fun, but this one's hard. It really is because I think we're gonna get the Cody Rhodes heel turn during this match, and I think that will kick off the remainder of Cena's retirement run here. I think Cody Rhodes is going to take away the WWE Undisputed Championship from John Cena, and John Cena is going to continue on as a babyface for the remainder of his run. I agree with the double turn part here, but I think they're going to go a different route with it. I think Cena is going to lose the title here.
So, the reason why I have Cena retaining, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last episode, if you have the double turn, I feel like, and I mentioned it last week, I'm pretty sure, half of Cena's retirement tour has been heel. This is the perfect time for him to turn face. And the issue is that I think it's way too early for him to drop the title. I think Cena's been champion for 100+ days now, if I remember correctly. And here's the thing, though. I feel like regardless, Rhodes has to be Cena's last match. Even if, like, the roles are reversed and Cena is the face and Rhodes is the heel. The reason why I think Rhodes turning heel and not winning the title makes the most sense is because it builds up more of that, like, and I mentioned it last week also. I want to see like Homelander Cody just go berserk because he pretty much sold his soul and couldn't get the job done. So he's pretty much gonna go through the entire roster until he gets another match with Cena.
I'm not gonna lie, I like that a lot better than what I was thinking, but my pick is already in, and we got to keep this interesting. So I'm gonna vouch for Cody Rhodes winning the title here. I was thinking it would be almost poetic if John Cena were to turn babyface mid match, like not like coming down the ramp or anything with his old like jumbotrons and everything. Like mid match, realizes like, holy shit, I was wrong. Turns babyface back to the crowd, and that's where Cody pulls the move that Cena did to him back at the Elimination Chamber and starts his heel run. Cody's going to do whatever it takes to get this title off of John Cena. It's almost like Cena giving back what he was about to take from the crowd, like, and being like, holy shit, I was wrong. I can't take this title away from these people. These people built my career. I am where I am because of the WWE and these people. And I don't know, I kind of lost it. I was in such an emotional thing there, and I was thinking, I don't know, but I like your thing so much better. Kind of like, what was I say? It would just be poetic to be like, holy shit, like I can't take this from these people. I got to give this back. Not that he's gonna let Cody win, but he's kind of gonna have that realization mid match. Stop doing those heelish tactics. He's gonna have that little Cena comeback moment that he always does, and then maybe he goes to like shake Cody's hand or something. Cody turns on him, which would still work even if Cena won the match, and they could still do the Cody heel turn. I'm starting to just doubt everything I'm talking about. But I don't know, have Cody take it off him there, and then even you could have Cena in kind of in the shoes that you were saying Cody would be in, like building up to try and get one more title match or something with Cody to finish off his career. Maybe
My mic didn't pick up what I just did it?
I don't think so.
Let's try this again.
Oh no. Oh no. What if? Oh my God! The Rock makes his return, and Cody finally sells out to The Rock. Is that what you're suggesting to me right now? I thought we were done with The Rock. I was done with Travis Scott. I don't want to see him again. But The Rock, now that would be interesting because we haven't gotten a mention of The Rock in, I don't know, months. Other than like
that was the point.
The final boss always has a plan. Could the Cody Rhodes heel turn be that plan?
And like, I don't know if you've seen WWE's Unreal series yet.
I haven't. Not yet.
The initial plan was for Cody to turn on Cena and sell his soul to The Rock. I could see it happen now, and it backfire on Cody.
Yeah, because if you think about it, I'm sure WWE knows the ending of WrestleMania was not everybody's favorite, and they got to make up for it here with SummerSlam. The last couple of years, notoriously, the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania, some crazy shit always happens. This year, it just so happened to be Travis Scott, which was not crazy shit. It was just stupid. They could easily make up for it here with something like that. I'm just going to keep letting you cook on Cody Rhodes versus John Cena because everything you're saying is making so much more sense than everything I was thinking. As you were saying it, and as I was saying it, I was like, damn, I'm just doubting it. I'm just doubting it now. I liked yours so much more. But I'll vouch for Cody Rhodes. We'll put it on the score sheet. I'm for Cody here.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, this match is gonna call for a shenanigan. I don't know who's gonna come out, but someone's gonna come out. It's gonna turn the tides. It will possibly help with a potential double turn that I hope that we see on Sunday. And at the end of the day, I think Cena has to end off his title run as a face.
Yeah, I like that. Here's kind of going back to my original prediction for the John Cena retirement tour as a whole. I thought his final match would be against the final boss. So like maybe Cody can't get it done and The Rock has to come back and take care of things himself in John Cena's final match. And now we have Rock as WWE champion. Maybe he comes back as like I don't want to say full-time, but like a more frequent part-timer as WWE champion. Building up to that, maybe then Cody could return on him. I don't know. I don't want to see too many Cody Rhodes. Like if Cody Rhodes is going to turn heel, he's got to turn heel for a while. Like we can't just have like a five month Cody Rhodes heel run. It's got to be for a while.
While watching that documentary, Kevin Owens was originally supposed to win the title.
I felt like he was supposed to. Like when at Royal Rumble?
Was Kevin Owens in the Chamber match?
No. He was at Chamber.
No.
He fought Sammy at Chamber.
It had to been Royal Rumble then, because I think that's where the initial talk was of having Cody sell his soul.
Yeah.
Actually,
it was right around that time. It was before Elimination Chamber.
I think I'm mixing this up now. I think the plan was Cody was supposed to sell his soul, and it didn't work to the point where The Rock would make the Cody KO match a triple threat with him in it, and KO was supposed to win. I think that was the initial plan.
I have to watch it. I really want to.
It's so sick.
For as much as I don't like the fact that WWE's just kind of coming out and being like, oh yeah, here's everything we do backstage, blah blah blah. It's not real. It's definitely so cool.
Some of the ideas that were pitched were kind of cool and were hilarious.
I saw the CM Punk winning the Rumble segment. I saw that on Instagram.
Chelsea Green was pitched to win the Women's Rumble.
Really? Dude, I gotta see this shit.
I forgot who the writer was, but they said it was like have the last two competitors get eliminated, and then Chelsea would automatically win from the number 30 spot.
That would be funny. I would like that. I don't know how well that would be received, but
I think it'd be pretty well.
Personally, it would be. But
it'd be a first.
The internet wrestling community, they'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?" That Chelsea automatically wins. That's such a Chelsea Green way to win the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And they can't do it now because they spoiled it. They can't do it next year. They can't do it in the future because they spoiled it in this documentary. This is the problem with the documentary. But regardless, that'd be fun. I would have liked that.
Honestly, it's a pretty cool series that they're doing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check it out. It's only 5 episodes, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw on Netflix. So I'm gonna check that out. My girlfriend wants to watch it, so I have to get her here to watch it first. But with that being said, is there anything more on John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, or SummerSlam in general as a whole before we wrap up the show for today and move on to SummerSlam weekend?
This weekend is going to be such a banger.
Oh, it's gonna
I'm
be
so excited.
It's gonna be so good. Like, I don't even know how much I care about SmackDown in particular, just because I want to get right to Saturday. Saturday's gonna be a great day. You know, I'm gonna wake up early. We're going to the bar on Friday. We're gonna have some drinks there. Then we're gonna move on to Saturday. Play a nice 18 holes at Rock Creek, my favorite course in the area, right in the morning. Come home, clean up a little bit, get ready for the party. We'll probably have people over at like, I want to say like 3 maybe. We'll be like in the pool if it's nice out. If not, we'll just be outside.
But
Then we'll move in for around 6 when the show starts, and then it really gets started. So I'm excited for this weekend nonetheless, no matter what happens. But with that being said, thank you all for listening, watching, subscribing, however else you're consuming this podcast. Maybe it's on TikTok from the months ago, and I need to get Opus Clip. I need to get it real bad, because not that the TikToks are hard to make, but it's really tedious to do it by hand. And
we're ending the show already?
why? What else you got?
We got a new imposter.
That's right, we have not yet talked about El Grande Americano. And the new El Grande Americano. There's... he's Squidward, you're Squidward, I'm Squidward. Are there any more Squidwards I should know about? Meow. You're right, let's talk about El Grande Americano real quick before we wrap things up here. We had tall El Grande, we now have shorter El Grande Americano. There's like 5 El Grande Americanos. What is going on over on Monday Night Raw?
Can I say, I'm pretty sure you called it like weeks ago that this could be a start of like an El Grande Americano like multiverse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I am all for it. I don't know who this person is though. I've been seeing a lot of Rey Mysterio.
I was about to say
The issue is I don't think Rey is that tall.
You think Ray is short? This guy was pretty short. He was shorter than Chad Gable, who is allegedly El Grande Americano, which I don't buy. I thought it was just like the way he was like standing, the height, the width of his back. I need to pull up
this guy might have a hunchback.
He might have a hunchback. That's true. New El Grande Americano. That was like Italian. Shit. I don't even know what the hell that was. I gotta look into this because I
Rey
thought...
Mysterio is 6'6".
What is it?
Rey Mysterio is 5'6".
Is he really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is. Now that I'm looking at him, his chin is too sharp to be Rey Mysterio.
Also, if you look...
What is going on?
If you look very closely, I'm pretty sure he has blonde hair. Or, like, light brown. He also doesn't... He doesn't look like he has tattoos. Because I'm pretty sure Mysterio has tattoos on his hands.
Yeah, he does. Rey Mysterio has, like, full-on tattoos up and down. That's why I thought maybe because he was wearing the jacket. Bruh, like genuinely, I don't know. I don't know who this is. I have no idea. Like, in all seriousness, I have no idea. This is crazy. What if it's like, would they bring someone from AAA?
It's Octagon.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Octagon.
Maybe it's Mr. Iguana. Nah, Mr. Iguana was taller.
Iguana's so tall.
Yeah, he's way taller.
Who could this be?
The one thing we don't have a prediction for on the show today is who is the new El Grande Americano in the new Americano verse that we have, the multi-Americano verse.
I'm trying to think of like someone who we haven't seen recently.
I know, me
Because
too.
I still think this new guy is Omos. I genuinely don't know who
He is pretty tall.
new guy is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of short people. How tall is Ilya Dragunov? He has a goatee though.
I was gonna say he's Ilya's also, I'm pretty sure, more pale.
Yeah, that's true. Because like I'm trying to
Like
think
the
of like
dude,
luchadors.
dude is a full blood Russian. I'm pretty sure he's pretty pale.
You don't think it was? It couldn't have been Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee was there to take out the tall El Grande Americano.
I was gonna say, unless there's an imposter Dragon Lee.
Oh my god, this is getting too. This is getting so deep. The El Grande Americano multiverse. What have we stumbled into? What has happened to this storyline? First, it was supposed to end at WrestleMania with Rey Mysterio. Now it's I don't think it could be Rey Mysterio because he like turned on LWO. Rey Mysterio would not do that.
No. I don't know who this person could possibly be.
I really don't.
It's definitely not an NXT call up. I really doubt it. Everyone in NXT, from what I've been watching, is decently tall.
Is it Butch or Tyler Bate? I still call him Butch.
I think Tyler Bate might actually. Tyler Bate might even be shorter than this imposter.
Yeah, he's not that tall. I'm trying to think of like short people in the WWE. There aren't too many.
I got it. It's Tozawa.
Honestly, could be. What if it's Otis?
I'm pretty sure Otis is a bit taller.
Yeah, he's a bit wider too.
You said it, not me.
Yeah. No offense to Otis. We love Otis. We love Otis around here. We haven't seen him on TV in a while though.
Yeah, but who are we to assume gender? What if it's a female?
That'd be odd. It could be though. They're all shorter, except for Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Io Sky is in the El Grande Americano mask.
I don't think she matches the complexion.
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is going to be such an interesting, because I think we're led to believe it's supposed to be Chad Gable, who has been accused of being El Grande Americano for a long time.
But this guy doesn't have a Chad Gable physique.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But he was wearing that like.
He also had a different mask on.
Yeah, he was wearing that like even the jacket, like that was a Rey Mysterio looking jacket.
But like the mask though is what's throwing me off.
Yeah,
It's completely different from the last two.
I know. It doesn't have the wings on it. It's like a Rey Mysterio mask. But his chin is too sharp to be Rey Mysterio. That's what I'm looking at here. I genuinely have no idea. But he's got that like turtleneck, it's zipped all the way up, which leads me to believe there's probably tattoos on his neck. I gotta check Twitter. Twitter will have an answer for me. Google will not. The new El Grande Americano. Yeah, this is a puzzle here. The new speed champion. No, that's not what I want.
It's Solruka.
Ups and downs. El Grande Americano 3. Nobody on Twitter knows who it is either. It's the highlight of
Yeah, this is strange.
This is odd. I genuinely can't find anything. Who is the new smaller El Grande Americano? To me, it looked like Rey Mysterio or Pete Dunne. There we go, Pete Dunne. Butch. But who knows? It could even be Apollo Crews or Omos. I don't think it was Apollo Crews. And the other guy we already know is Omos. So that...
Yeah, Omos
is the taller one.
the second one. We still don't know who the OG is.
Somebody said it was
I'm
Alex
pretty
Volkanovski.
positive. I'm pretty positive the second one is Omos.
Yeah, no, that's like a locked in one. That's definite.
I mean, this could be Wesley but he's already doing stuff in NXT anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a puzzle. I'm just waiting for them all to unite in the ring at the same time and go one-on-one. One-on-one-on-one. We'll probably get another El Grande Americano.
I say, can we get like at least like 6 El Grande Americanos and have like a ladder match for the custody of this mask?
The custody for the El Grande name. I just can't wait for the original El Grande to come back and be so pissed off. He's on leave in Mexico right now. He's probably watching Raw like, who do these imposters think they are?
What really concerns me is like American made don't even know.
Yeah. Nor do they seem to care. They're just kind of like letting it happen.
Yeah. Like this something's fishy.
Yeah. Something's up here in the. There was a rift in the El Grande verse. We're gonna get a movie into the El Grande verse where we follow Chad Gable as he meets the original El Grande Americano and has to be taught how to become a luchador. And along the way, he runs into El Grande Americano 2, the taller version, and then next El Grande Americano 3, the smaller version. And they're going to have to meet up and just defeat the ultimate El Grande Americano Giga Chad version. I don't know. This is getting insane. Very wonky. I wish we would get El Grande versus El Grande at SummerSlam. That'd be a fun gimmick match. We got him at WrestleMania.
Kind of. It was originally supposed to be Ray.
What if it's like Ray Phoenix? He's short.
I'm pretty sure Ray Phoenix is loaded up with tattoos.
Well, yeah, he had like a turtleneck on.
Well, I think he has tattoos on his hand also.
No. I don't know.
And also, he is on SmackDown.
That's true. And he's a little busy at the moment, preparing for the biggest TLC match in WWE history, so... Yeah,
Literally.
he might have his hands full.
Yeah, so... This might be the biggest mystery of the summer.
Yeah, this is like Jade Cargill injury levels of mystery right now. I am more engaged in this.
I know who it is.
Who?
It's Carlito.
Ah, it must be. Carlito got a surgery to cut half of his height out of his legs. He runs around on stumps now. Did we get a picture of the new El Grande's feet? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So they could be little stubs where Carlito's knees used to be. He's really fighting for that contract. What if it's R-Truth? He hasn't. Ron Killings. What if it's Ron Killings? He doesn't have much going on right now.
Yeah, that is true. Honestly, I'm surprised there's a lot of feuds that got left off with SummerSlam.
Yeah, but we do have a loaded SummerSlam, and the card is stacked. I don't think they could have done a better job with it, to be honest. It's so good.
Yeah.
The fact that we're indifferent about everything and it's like not predictable at all, it's gonna be a crazy weekend. This might be better than WrestleMania.
Okay, but like, let's be real here. The one match that is more than likely probably going to be replaced, if it is replaced, is Orton and Jelly Roll versus McIntyre and Logan Paul.
It might have to. What even
there's
happened
a change
to Drew? Like, why is he stuck?
I think the deal is that he only has his UK passport on him and not his US passport.
Oh, Jesus.
So he can't get in the United States without his US passport.
Somebody can't fly it over to him and then fly him back?
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Well, they only have 2 or 3 days left to do it, so they better figure it out. ASAP.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah. Can't they, like, mail it to him? Or can you not mail a passport?
I don't know how this works.
I don't either. I really don't. But I hope Drew can make it back in time.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if he doesn't, just because I feel like he doesn't really fit into this match, like at all.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Neither does Orton.
No, they don't. If anything, if they're going to replace it, it'll just be Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul.
I would have rather had Orton and Paul, and then Jelly Roll at ringside.
That works too. Some way to keep Jelly Roll involved, because it's not like Jelly Roll. I don't think Jelly Roll is capable of having an entire match all by himself.
That's what I mean. It's like, and I said this earlier in the episode. I feel like Orton is gonna have to carry a lot of the match,
Oh
and
yeah,
Jelly Roll will ultimately get the finish.
yeah. That's what always happens with these like celebrity guest matches. Unless you are Pat McAfee or Logan Paul or um, Bad Bunny.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that being said, is there anything more we want to cover here today on SummerSlam weekend, El Grande Americano, or Drew McIntyre, or literally any match we've talked about here before we wrap up the show for today?
I think that might be everything. I really hope Roman Reigns gets his shoes back.
Yeah, that too. Bronson Reed. Scuffed in the
Devious
J's.
look.
I bet he gets them back and they're just like scuffed. He creases his J's. He throws them back
Well,
mid match.
Well, I think Roman does have like a legit deal with Jordan,
Oh yeah, he's probably got 500 pairs of shoes.
or even just like custom ones just for him.
Yeah.
Because I think WrestleMania he had on custom Jordans
Yeah, he always the whole bloodline wears Jordans in the ring.
for the most part. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean Jimmy and Jay are always in Air Force Ones,
Yeah.
and then Roman is whatever, and then yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, with that being said, thank you all for listening, watching, subscribing, however else you are consuming this podcast. Maybe it's on TikTok with the old clips that I haven't gotten around to updating yet, but one of these weeks, I'll get back to it for sure.
I'm about to check when was the last time we posted.
It was a couple months ago. It was quite a while ago. It was when we were talking about the Steelers and stuff like that.
Still our most viewed clip somehow,
Yeah,
and the fact that I even called it was hilarious.
yeah. I think
I
it
want
was-
you to guess when our last clip was.
Oh, it was before Money in the Bank. I can tell you that much. Was it April?
May 24th.
Okay. That's sooner than I thought it was, I guess. Oh yeah, because
So
we were talking about isn't there Money in the Bank ones? Or no? Was that the episode before? It might have been right before.
It was our Money in the Bank predictions.
Okay. So it was Money in the Bank. I love talking about how inconsistent and bad I am with social media in front of the audience. That's
Yeah, because I made the wild claim that Joe Hendry would
Yeah, that's right.
appear
Okay.
in the bank.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, that was a fun episode. I liked that one. I liked last week's too. That's why I got to get it friggin' downloaded here. I don't know what the hell's going on with it.
Yeah, we've had great episodes recently. So.
We have. The last couple have been really good. They've all been really good. You should go watch all of them over on YouTube and Spotify. You can find us at Squash Match Wrestling on either of those two things. Be sure to subscribe.
Fall asleep to them.
Leave a like, a comment, fall asleep to them. I do that sometimes. I'm probably half of our viewers on most of them. But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, J_Yanoski2103. Jetly, plug your socials.
Jetly_T on Instagram.
And of course, the rest of the channel socials are available right here in the graphic below. So with that being said, enjoy your SummerSlam weekend. We will see you all next week for our review of the show of the summer. We'll see you then, everybody. Alrighty. Let's see. Just under 2 hours.